For this next set of problems, what I want to do is I want to rewrite this logarithm as an exponential expression. All the word log does is gives us something to type in our calculator instead of a square root. It's just a formality. It's an old way of representing exponents and radicals and division. Not too many people like it, but we're stuck with it. So there's a couple of moves or rules. I like to use this little story. Think of this word log misspelled as leg, and that G looks like a little leg. The leg kicks the 9, and the 9 flies over here and pushes up to 2. And then that's going to give you 81 equals 9 squared. And if you think about it, 9 squared, well, yeah, that equals 81. And I can see if this is a true statement by hitting that log base button. Log base of 9. Log base 9 of 81. When I hit equals, notice it's going to equal 2. So these are both true statements. I just rewrote the log as an exponential expression. So let's take a look at the log base 9 of 81 equals 2. And I'm going to rewrite it or convert the log to exponential form. So there's some exponential form that makes a true statement such as this. Now, if I were to misspell the word log, me being me, I would misspell it as the word, I don't know, leg. Notice, it's misspelled. Now, that G, that little tail on the G looks like a leg to me. And imagine this bad log leg person is upset with the number 9 down there messing with his toes. And he's going to kick that 9. And let's see what happens when he kicks that 9. So he's winding up and he's kicking it. Oh my God, what's he going to do? Oh, he hit the 9 right in the face. And now the 9's flying way over to the right. And the log leg is running away. Where's he going? And, oh, wait a second. 9 squared equals 81. I don't know about you, but I have to see that crime scene again. Somebody caught it on video. Let's see what happens. Oh, he turned into the leg, and he's winding up. I don't know what oh, there it is, right in the face. And he's running away. Oh, 9 squared equals 81. Ciao.
So after that little example of log base 9 of 81 equals 2 and how it can be rewritten as 81 equals 9 squared, we're going to do that same story for these next 3 exercises. So see the log, imagine that G's leg kicks that 3 over, that 3 goes over and pushes up the 4. So that's going to give me an 81. The 81 stays the same, but now that's going to equal 3 to the 4th power. And log base 25. Log base 25, the log leg kicks that 5 over and pushes up that 2. And that's going to give me 25 is equal to 5 squared. Now, 3 to the 4th isn't that obvious, but 5 squared, that is kind of obvious, that 5 times 5 equals 25. Now, this one's a little tricky. There's no number down there. So there's actually some hidden number down there that makes this true. So I know what it is, but let's figure out what it is. I'll put an X down there. So the log leg is going to kick the X, and the X is going to fly over here and push up the 2. So 100 equals X squared. And what number squared equals 100? So that number down there had to actually be a 10. So 100 is equal to 10 squared. If they don't give you a number, if they just give you the word log, that's technically log base 10 of 100 equals 2. And now that I know that that's a 10 there, the log leg kicks the 10 over, it pushes up to 2. So that's going to give me 100 equals 10 squared. log base 2 of 1. That equals 0. The 2 is going to kick up the 0, and that's going to give me 1 equals 2 to the 0. And as you walk into my classroom, one of my classroom questions is, what does 2 to the 0 equal? 2 to the 0 is equal to 1. Number 21, log base 31, big number, of 1 equals 0. And again, the log leg kicks the 31 over, the 31 pushes up the 0, so that's going to give me 1 equals 31 to the 0 power. So you should start to recognize that any number raised to the 0 power is going to be considered 1. Log base 7 of 49 equals 2. And how would I rewrite that in logarithmic form, in exponential form? And the last one, 23, is kind of an abstract one. Log base e of 1 is equal to 0. So if you want to try these and rewrite them, see how you do. The log leg kicks the 7 over. It's going to give me 49 is equal to 7 squared. The log leg kicks the e over. The e comes over and pushes up the 0. So 1 is going to equal e to the 0 power. Now this is kind of weird. There's another way to write this log base e. And it's over here in this area of the calculator. Notice how I have a log, base, box. I have a log button. And then over here I have this ln button. And then I have the e to the x button. So there's a lot of stuff going on in this section of the calculator. And they're all interrelated. I can rewrite log base e as ln. It's called the natural log of 1 equals 0. And you're supposed to know this as a rule, that ln of 1 is equal to 0. Let's try this out. Log base 7 of 49. Log base 7 of 49. And you'll notice it's going to equal 2. It's going to make a true statement. And then let's look at 7 squared. And yeah, 7 squared equals 49. And we can work that out with each of these. Log base 9 of 81. I'm going to hit the log base button. Log base 9 of 81 equals 2. And 9 squared should equal 81. So these are both true statements. Log base 3 of 81. And this is a wonderful button, this log base button. It gets a lot of work done. That's 4 and 3 to the 4th. That should equal 81. And yes, it does. Log base 5 of 25. Now you can't use the calculator to do the problem. You can only use the calculator to check the problem, to see if you did it correctly. This is just a paper and pencil problem. So I'm going to hit the log button. Remember, that was in the log base x. It was just a log of 100. So I'm just going to hit the log button. Log of 100. That should equal 2. Now I'm going to do log base 10 of 100. That also equals 2. Log base 2 of 1 equals 0. Some people mess this up and they put the 0 in there. Let's see what happens. You're not allowed to take the log of a 0 or a negative number. You're not allowed to take the log of a negative. So log base 2 of 1 equals 0. Let's try 2 to the 0 power. That is 1. Log base 31 of 1 equals 0. And 31 to the 0, that equals 1.